Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now Allen throwing on second down. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third?
Lucky 56.
Throwing now is Allen. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check. Patriot.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. First down, Allen dumps it off for Geist. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geist, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Redskins have taken a first quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Set! Like 20! Go, guys! Games. Jack 16.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call it.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you're probably right. It may be all of that. They'll still call him Boney Tony, but Ben Roethlisberger calls him my number 1 target.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Boswell good with the extra point. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a play fake here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On the handoff, it's Geis. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Let's go!
To throw, it's Allen. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
With it is Brown. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Jack 16. Corner. Jack 16.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. He's going to launch this thing way down. It's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball. So
after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. A screen to Bell. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
Detroit!
Now it's the backup Rudolph. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. In for the score. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Boswell for the extra point. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Able to find his running back, Geis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
12 yards there as they move the chains. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Let's go. Let's go. 15.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Redskins are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive summit.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their own 24.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
first down. Rudolph into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
After the interception, here's Smith. Quick hitter here is complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets him back for second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Yellow.
Now Smith. He's going to go up top for the ends. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. As his guys are in for 6. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
A shotgun snap for Smith. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their own 24.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Cut!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Rudolph on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his crew will take over with a football that... The 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Smith. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
First down, and they're going to throw without it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Green, 39.
Allen throwing again. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10. Throwing again is Smith. Over the middle, complete. It's Quinn. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the one. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Heinz Field after this. Second and goal from the one. They come out here in the eye.
Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up.
On the ground, Geis. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. Darius Geis ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Switzer now to return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they can't bring him down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Now Rudolph on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! 56. Mike. Gun! 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 Gun!
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. It finds Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Rudolph on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. Yeah, he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit!
After the interception, here's Rudolph. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Boswell good with the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now come the Redskins. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Hey, gun!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Look at this tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On first down, Smith. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up second down. Out of the gun, Smith. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The Redskins on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. From the gun, here's Smith. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up.
They are going for it. It's Smith. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Smith on first down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Smith. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check, 4 down, 4 down. Back line, back line. Check 59.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Rudolph. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Check, check. Keep going. All right. Let's go, B. Let's go. Now let's get there.
On first down, it's Rudolph. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
4 down, 4 down. Check, check.
from the gun. Here's Rudolph. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
We gotta get this stop here, team. I got it. Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Come on, up!
Here comes a first down throw for Rudolph. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Here's Rudolph, letting one go deep for the end zone. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. In for the score. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
Now on the return, Brendan Langley. A really nice return all the way up to the 40, but hold everything. The flag down. You see it on your screen. This one looks like it's going to come back. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Back to the air. Smith on 2nd down. Going left side, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Here's Smith. Off to Geis on the screen. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going to go for it. It's Smith. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here. Fourth down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Back to throw, Rudolph, and that's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
On first down, Rudolph. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I'll tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. After the interception, here's Smith. Dumps it off for Geis. They can't tackle him. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, it's Smith. Going right side here, and that's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Smith now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Settle down, huh? Check 26, check 26. Rip.
They'll hand it down to Geis. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw, Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Quinn. Quick slant there, gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Orange, orange, orange. Double, double, double.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Throwing is Smith. And from here, that's complete. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 1 yard is the gain there. It'll bring up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Redskins are going to take the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Switzer now to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a loose football into the Redskins. How did they do?
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover. But if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go. And maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll run it on the toss. An agile move and a nice gain, then dropped at the 25-yard line. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Quinn. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Smith keeps it on the sneak. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
Second and goal from inside the 5. They come out here in the eye. He'll get it up the middle. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position, and obviously a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great, but that's not what you're really playing for.
They run with Geis, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis punching it in from a yard away. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Rudolph following the fumble recovery. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night.